Hello. Who's out there? Where are my Facebook friends? Hey guys, hello and welcome to Wednesday night on my page here, Tracy's Fancy. What is that noise? I am out painting in my shop. I was just live over on Dixie Belle's Facebook page. I'm a brand ambassador for them. I was over there. I'm there every Wednesday night from at 7 o'clock to share their product over there. And then I always jump over here. Hello, Melissa and Heather and the other Melissa and Janet. I'm so glad you guys joined me. I went in and got a swig of water and, oh, I should have wet my brush. Should have wet my brush. Anyway, I'm back. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Dora. I can kind of calm down over here since this is my page and answer. So is anyone watching me over there that has any questions that I know I missed a lot? Hi, sweet Nina. Will y'all ask me here if there's something that I didn't answer over there, or were y'all just like listening to me ramble? And does anyone think they would ever try this? Is this just like to your head? You missed the first part, Jamie? Well, let me catch you up. Hello, Miss Sue. Hi, Sunshine. Thank you for coming over here and seeing me here, too. I love you, love you. So glad to see you here. Hello from Ellie's Lily Pad in Rhine, Georgia. Hi, hun. Thank you for coming on over here. Debbie, hi. Jane, hello. Okay, so let me tell y'all what we did over there on the first live. I'll just give you a quick rundown. I am painting black and white check, but my client wanted me to paint, you can call it point of view, which I guess isn't a good thing in some film industry. Didn't know that. I think it's an art term, but, oh, good. Okay. So there may be an easier way to do it. I don't know. I just see pictures and then, say, okay, I'm going to try something. So I've done this before. I've done a real wacky one on the side of a Jack Daniels dresser. I did a rabbit hole on the top of that dresser. I did this sort of warped view on the bottom of my grandfather clock. And I have a website, traceysfancy.com, and you can go to that website, and it's a great search engine for painting furniture. If you go to my website and you look up, Lynn, thank you, and you look up at the top corner, it says search. There's a search bar, and type in grandfather clock, or just clock. Type in any word you want. Type in black and white checks, and all the black and white check projects will come up. But if, type in overalls, and all my overalls will come up. So, and it tells you what I used, how I did it. It will show you great photos. It's a really, really good website. But I know a lot of people don't like websites, but I do. So I use mine all the time. So I did the bottom of my grandfather clock like this, but this is a much larger scale. The grandfather clock, I did 4 little squares like this. And my client sent a picture and she was like, could you do the sides where it looks like you're looking down into the black and white checks? And I was like, sure, I love to do that. So my idea was to only do it in this center part right here. But as I got out here tonight and started working, I was like, this is a 7-foot long piece. It is yes, Sue, you sure did. This piece is way too big to have like this tiny little tunnel view look. So I decided I wanted to do the entire side. So, Pat, you crack me up. That cracks me up. Do it in your shop. Do it on a live. Have you thought about that? So I got out here, I started drawing it, I decided to do it big. Had I known that I was going to do the whole thing, I would have painted the entire side white. Now over on Dixie Belle's page, someone thought this was paper right here, that I had paper stuck up here. And I was painting on the paper, and then they were like, is the paint going to go through the paper? Or what do you? I was like, no, this isn't paper. This is the furniture. This is the furniture. It's just white, and I should have had the whole side painted white, but I didn't, and I'll deal with that later. But so I drew it out. So if you think that you ever want to do this, be sure to go watch tonight's live on Dixie Belle's page. I'll share it on my page tomorrow. Just take some time. It's about 45 minutes long because I give some hints about the way you have to draw this out so that you don't end up with boo-boos when you get around and you start doing black and white and it goes all the way around. You want to make sure that you don't have the 2 colors bump up next to each other at the very end because that really sucks. Oh, Nina, you started some small ones. Good for you, hon. Actually, the bigger ones are easier. So if you got the small down, you can totally do this. It is. Sue, that's awesome, honey. I love these colors. Okay, so I've got black and white paint, Dixie Belle, Caviar, and Fluff right here on my tray. I've got a little quarter angled brush, quarter width, not quarter, half width, probably half inch angled brush. And I just start filling in my squares. Now, there is a way, I have my microphone on, so I'm going to turn my back to you guys. There is a way that you, and I teach it as well, that I teach to do black and white square checks with tape, where you tape it off. And that is a lot easier than hand painting like I'm doing right now. But you can't really do this warped version in that way. Now, I probably could have taped off the middle here and saved myself this part, but I actually enjoy doing this, y'all. I really, really, really enjoy it. So I didn't mind that I'm not taping it off. So this is a square that I didn't finish over there. So the only tip that I've got for you right now on this is that I always turn this angled part, this pointy part of the brush, see how it's higher? I always put that into the corner. It's funny, Jane, that you thought that, because I actually do use paper when I do my tiny checks, but not tracing paper. I have a tiny check painting technique, or a way to trace, not trace out, but a way that I use paper to do, to tape off my, not tape off, good gracious, I can't talk right now. I use paper to measure and do little like hash marks, so I know where to draw my lines when I do tiny checks. So anyway, I turn my point into the point of the square. So there's the point right there. So I'm going to turn that in and go straight across, and then I kind of flip it around and go like that. So as you can see, when this piece goes to my client, I will have spent a lot of time up close and personal with this piece. So if you are a furniture painter, do not undersell yourself, okay? Or don't tell people that you'll do this kind of finish for them if they're not willing to pay for your time. This is very different than just painting 2 or 3 colors on a piece and waxing it, or throwing a transfers are easy. Throwing a transfer on it. You don't have to charge as much for those pieces because you don't spend as much time. But when you spend a lot of up close and personal time like this, you want to make sure that you charge enough for it. So if they're not willing to pay it, don't offer it. Or I save these kind of pieces for people that mean a lot to me, myself, pieces that go in my house. So that's that. Okay, so I gave another little tip that I want to tell you. If I were to just move on down here, this is pencil. So I use pencil when I'm on light paint, and I use chalk when I'm on dark paint. I use a chalk pencil. This is a pencil, but it's loaded with chalk. See that? That's chalk. Chalk pencil. I get them at Hobby Lobby. If you're on Amazon, I have an Amazon shop, Tracy's Fancy Amazon shop. Those are in my Amazon shop as well. So you will smear this pencil, which is fine. You'll still be able to see it. But if it's bothering you and you don't want to smear the pencil, you can go and trace your lines out with a Sharpie marker. You can just pre-trace them. So like this, I would drag my hand down. I would just put the marker there and go whoop, but I'll smear all these pencil lines. So I'm just going to do it a little bit at a time without really moving my hand. And it's okay if they're not perfectly straight. Just do your best to stay on top of your pencil line. And this way it'll keep you from smearing pencil all over the place. And I'm only really getting to do the up and down line. Oh my goodness. Luckily that's going to be a black square. Normally, you guys, I'm sitting at a different angle. I'm at a kind of an odd angle for me, so I'm not doing this real steadily. I'm at an odd angle, but I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, okay? And then I would like be in front of it and take my square over. I'm not going to because I'm going to mess it up. I'm just going to do it without. I'd prefer to do it without. So turn my big point up into that corner and pull down. Turn it down into this corner and pull up. And then just fill that in. Flip it back up into that corner and go this way. Flip it, Go into this corner. Just a lot of flipping of your brush. And you don't have to be perfect. I tell people all the time, the Mackenzie's Child pieces are now mass produced, or a lot of them are. I think they still have like their hand painted versions, but in order to pump out and meet the market needs, and I know someone who knows them, and they do their products, a lot of them are mass produced. And in order to keep the hand painted look, even their mass produced ones that are made with computer painting, or however they do it, machine, whatever, they're even made to look less than perfect, so that it keeps that hand painted look. So don't be too hard on yourself, guys. Just enjoy it. I don't talk a lot when I do tiny detailing like this. I'm usually really quiet. Sometimes I don't even breathe, and that's the truth. I hold my breath, so it's really hard to talk. See how I kind of smooth my whole square out like that, either direction, before I move on to the next square. Betsy, when you said that it was good to hold your breath, I was so relieved, because I always do that too. Yep, I do. Hello, Michelle. Cindy, you know what? I don't have if I were to just like have my hand here and paint, but I put all this pressure right here. I put a lot of pressure. I rest my arm, like I lean into it. I rest my arm. So all that's moving is this. You see that? I don't move my hand. All that's moving. It's just like this sort of serves as like a pivot point right here. That's all that moves. I just get my point up there, and I only move that part of my hand. And I lift and move that. See how quiet we got? Has that ever happened before? I don't know if I've ever been that quiet. She can actually be quiet. I really can. I know I talk a lot, but I can be quiet. Okay, let me tell you what's hard and what not to do. Let me tell you what not to do. People think that because this angle here, the whole thing is flat, that you can just take it and run it down the line like that. That's the worst thing you can do. Keep just the point on the edge. Pat, thank you for saying that. Y'all, I have tons of tutorials that are for sale. So all the classes that I've had online, I put them for sale on my website. And all the information's there. And you can watch them in your own time. Most of them are 3 hours long. You own them forever once you buy it. It's not just a watch once and done. It's yours forever. It's 2 or 3 hours of me just giving lots and lots of information. Oh, and speaking of, my classes are on sale 40% off right now. They have been through this whole virus thing. No buffering here. Isn't that weird, Elizabeth? That is really weird, because I didn't do anything differently. I wonder if that's because we have had so many people on. It's like once it gets up to a certain amount, once I hit about 250 over on Dixie Belle, it's like I start losing people because of the buffering. It's really weird. So I'm going to do that upper corner up there, but I'm not going to do it right now, because I need to get a little tiny brush to get up in there. Little bitty tiny. So you see how I have my squares marked, WB, WB, WB. I've got them marked white, black, white, black. I always pre-mark somehow, some way. Normally you don't need to mark white. I mean, hello, it's already white. You could just go and put a B for all the black squares, or you can take a paintbrush and mark them. But I don't really like doing that, because sometimes the mark shows through, because it's like an extra layer of paint, and it's hard to hide that mark. I've had that happen before on like Harlequins especially. But in order to show y'all what it was really going to look like. Plus it looks like some sort of compass or something, doesn't it? So take advantage of the angled point, not the angle of the brush. Don't run that angle of the brush along a line. I'm going to tell you that your brushes are going to separate. All the little hairs will separate, and you won't be able to control it. It's so easy to control that tiny little point because there's not very my allergies, y'all, are killing me. And last night on a live, someone asked me if I was okay because they said I had black circles under my eyes. She loves me. I think she's on here watching. She was like, are you okay? You have dark circles under your eyes. I was like, really? Today I was like, oh my gosh, I look like I've been punched. And it's my allergies. My eyes are swollen and there's just a lot of blood pooling. My eyes are watering constantly. My nose is red. Look how red my nose is. Say again. Oh, happy anniversary, Sandy. Thank you. It's our 14th wedding anniversary. Aren't we romantic? I'm out here painting. Even if it wasn't the virus, y'all, we would not go do anything. We just don't. I don't know why I don't know that we've ever, I'm thinking maybe twice we actually, well, no. One time we did take a trip. Our 10th year anniversary, we took a trip together, just the two of us. That was really nice. It was our first trip alone in 10 years. And we haven't taken another one since, alone. But this is our 14th wedding anniversary. Thank you so much. It's not that we're boring. We just, I don't know. We just have the one child at home, and that's Zadie, and she's a real super sociable, but very much a homebody girl. Never liked spending the night with friends. She's just in the last year gotten comfortable spending the night with friends. So it was real hard to leave her. I don't know. We just never been one to get babysitters. We just woke up and said happy morning and happy anniversary. And that was it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I said, normally this would have all been painted white. So now I'm going to have to go in and paint all of these squares white. That kind of sucks. I mean, I could give up what I've done and just paint over it, but I'm not going to. That was too much work. Celebrating 40. That's so awesome. 25th on the 13th. We worked in your garage. Yes, happy anniversary to you too. Oh, your 35th. Y'all, that's so wonderful. That's so wonderful to have couples that have been married for so long. That's really wonderful. A long time, I got married really young the first time. I got married at 17 the first time. And it used to make me sad because we thought we were going to grow old together, and we loved that we got married so young. He wasn't 17, he was 19, but we loved that we got married young because we were like, when we're 80 something, we're going to say we've been married 70 something years. And we just thought that was so cool. And we were married 16 years and we divorced. And, it's really sad time. But, so I used to count like, oh, how many years would I have been married? Still, I don't do that anymore. I haven't even calculated that up. And now Matt and I, we've hit the teens, and I'm like, yep, this is good. This is my forever husband. And I'm blessed. I'm happy. I wasn't sure I'd ever remarry, so super happy. So I originally thought I was going to do some black and white on these legs, but I don't think I am. The skirt on the dresser is gorgeous, and it's got carvings in it, and I don't see a way to do checks like the original piece. Y'all know that this is a repeat of a piece that I've done. So you can go to traceysfancy.com and put in the search bar the word Alice, and you can see the original piece. And so what I think I'm going to do is there is a small trim all around the skirt. It's all right along the outside, and it's about that wide. It's about the height of a small square. So I think I'm going to get a small tiny brush and just do black and leave it white, and then do black, leave it white, black, leave it white, black. And it'll look like a long line of black and white checks. That's what I think I'm going to do. Oh, Martha's on. Martha and Matt are cousins. Martha is my family. So thank you, Martha. He does come from a good family. Yes, he does. Y'all are some good stock. He's a good guy. Kathy, you cracked me up. What did I see you say something about if I add all my marriages, it'll be 55 years? That is awesome. I love that. That is great. Never thought about that, about adding it up like that. I could do that. So what would I hit? This would be a big one for me. It'd be 30 years. I would have been married 30 years between the two. That is really funny. It's no secret. We don't keep it a secret that Matt was married before. He's actually been married twice before. Can y'all believe that? It's not a secret, hun. People know. We're okay. He just said, what? But we say third time's a charm, and I don't know what they were thinking, but I'm really happy. I'm happy it didn't work out. Separated a couple weeks before my 39th. Feel like I've been married my whole adult life. Enjoying. Good, Sandy. I'm really glad to hear that because, a lot of times I feel like women are, you stay so sad. And I will be honest, I really did too. I mean, I wanted to be married at some point. I didn't know for sure I would, but I wanted to be. I didn't want to be single forever, but I enjoyed it too. I did. You know what I liked? I kind of liked parenting by myself back then. But it got really I did get tired. I was like, I wish I had some help. But of course, a stepdad stepping in is not always the same. But because sometimes that's conflict for us, agreeing on how to parent. We're not the same people. So that's that. Hey, Miss Abby. It is. David is my third. Hi, Sunshine. Hey, are we playing trivia again this Friday night? Abby Martha's on. Your mama's cousin Martha's on. Martha, Abby's on. Say hi if you're still here. Abby is my niece. Abby is Matt's niece, Matt's sister's youngest, and she hosted all of us playing. This was so much fun, y'all. We did a Zoom family trivia game. Well, it wasn't family. It was family and friends. There were a lot of people. How many people were on there, Abby? A lot. And Abby was the hostess. And we're doing it again. I think we're doing it again. Is it this Friday? But Abby's not going to be the hostess this time. Her mama's going to be the hostess. Or it's not hostess, it's host. The host. Abby is, she is a tall 30. We had 30 people on there. Oh my gosh, crazy. It was a lot of fun. It was. Abby's an artist. Abby has a degree in art, but Abby is in film directing. She lives in LA. She's going to be famous. She's already famous to me. What, babe? I said that. I said she's an artist. He's like, she's also a painter. I said she's an artist and she has an art degree. So, Abby, I have a question for you. What is it called? What is this called? I wonder if she's still there. What is this called when it's like when I'm done with this, it'll look like you're looking in, like it's looking inward. I called it point of view, and I was informed that there's a film industry that calls point of view, and I shouldn't say that. Whatever. It's like warped, like the warped look, where it, like dimension, like you can go inside. She may have gone on. She didn't have time to watch me. Anyway, I wondered what that's called, like from an artist standpoint, because evidently I used the wrong word. One husband will be 40 years in July. Got married at 20. A vortex? Nina, is that what it's called? Is that like, seriously, Nina, do you know what you're talking about? I mean, I know what a vortex is. But like is that an artist term? I feel like there's got to be an artistic term for that. Oh, she told me. Foreshortening. That sounds like a song. Like shortening, shortening. I'm a little foreshortening, foreshortening. For short. I'm a little shortening, foreshortening, foreshortening. Doesn't that sound like a song? Foreshortening. What am I thinking of? What song does that sound like? What is that song I just sang? It does. Celestial map. Jamie, thank you. I was trying to think of that. I was like, you know, a compass, the stars in the sky. Yes, it looks like a celestial map. Yes, it sure does. Are you serious? Foreshortening? Depth 3D foreshortening. Are you serious? I love that. That is hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, Nina. Nina said vortex. Nina's a team player, though. Did you see that? She was like really coming up with the right word. Trying to come up with the right word. Nina wanted this piece. Nina didn't buy. Yes, shortening bread. Thank you, Mary Jo. Sing it for me. Shortening bread. Nina, I had told her I had this piece and she didn't grab it. And then this client came along and was like, I need that piece. And then Nina bought the headboard originally because this was a set. So this came from a set. And I was like, Nina, I've got nightstands and a headboard. She's like, oh, I'm going to get the headboard. Okay. So she got the headboard. Then she comes to me and says, do I remember that you have a dresser that goes with that bed? It's like, well, I did until like a few days ago because someone bought it. So now the bed and the dresser don't get to stay together. But guess what? Nina did yesterday. She reached out to me and she is buying the nightstands. So at least the bed and the nightstands are going to stay together. I don't know why I care. I mean, I really don't know why I care. I don't know why I treat them like they're foster kids or something that are being adopted and I want them all to stay together because it always kills me about the thought of families being broken apart in the foster system. I don't know why I think of my furniture like that. But when it's a set that's been around for a gazillion years and someone's kept hold of them like all together. Bye, Abby, hun. I'll see you Friday. We're very excited. See you Friday, babe. Thank you for the foreshortening word. I'm going to have to, I need to Google that and see if, is that really what I'm doing here? Not that I don't believe her. I do believe her. I know. Sorry, Lonnie. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, but when they're super vintage like this, I don't know. And especially super antique pieces. Like, I think these are just vintage, but like the antique pieces that are from the 1800s, from like the Depression era, when families, you knew they spent like their life savings on a bedroom suit, you know, and vanishing point, Mary Jo. That's the word I hear more often is vanishing point. Thank you. Yes. Yes, Lindsay. Oh, I know. I should do a piece where I leave it, right? Instead of painting it all over. That's a really good idea. I should just paint that. Yeah, that's in chalk. It is a lot of work. I should. That is kind of cool. Good idea. I swear, though, someone else will do it before I get to it. It never fails. I show one thing on these lives, and because I have 20 irons in the fire, someone who doesn't have 20 irons in the fire, it never fails. They do what I'm doing and finish it before me. Like, what the heck? Someone will come along and do that. That's okay, though, as long as they tell me so I can see it and I get to have the joy of seeing it. Would be kind of cool though, like architectural drawings, you know, like I left it, some of it, a piece of it. Might have to ask my client if she would like that. Hello, Debbie. Hi there, honey. Hi. Let's see. Optical illusion vortex art. You guys are doing some Googling, aren't you? Illusion art seems more fitting to me. I like that too, Miss Tiffany Pemberton Gilmore. Tiffany Pemberton Gilmore. That's such a fancy name, Tiffany. Tiffany Pemberton Gilmore. What cool names. Is that really your last name? Is that like your maiden name and your last name? I mean, I like Bellion a lot. It's very different, but Pemberton Gilmore is really cool. It's like Galaxy Mechanical Illusionist, really cool accidental idea. I like. I could just keep going like over here in this area. See, this over here is going to be black. Over here. Over here. Whoop, and a little squiggly. So that's all I got for you tonight, folks. Just you know, here doing my thing, working on a gumball machine, in really cool Harry Potter candy store colors. Things are looking better, right? Opening up the states slowly. That means I can finally get some stuff shipped, and I can get like some canvas art boxed up and sent. If for any reason anyone needs to reach me, you can always email me at info@traceysfancy.com if you would like to commission me for anything within reason. Email me at info@traceysfancy.com. I do ship across the country. I've got tutorials for sale that teach to do these sorts of things. I've got this exact piece tutorial actually on traceysfancy.com under furniture tutorials, and they are 40% off right now with the coupon code CREATE40. It's all over my website. You can't miss the coupon. So it's a reminder when you're on the website. Let's see, optical art whirlpool, Janet. That sounds really cool. That sounds kind of like where it goes like in a spiral. I think that's super cool. I think I have that screenshotted on my phone. How else can I pimp myself out here? Let's see. You can order paint on my link. I think I forgot to put my link on this video. I'll go back and do that because these colors are Amethyst, and this is a blend of Amethyst and Manatee Gray. And on the front, did y'all see the front? Whoop. On the front, I've got Amethyst, Manatee Gray blended into Tea Rose, and I've got the gold Gilding Wax from Dixie Belle right here. It's called Warm Gold. It is amazing and super gaudy. I was told tonight on my video that they're going to be reformulating their wax, so what they have in stock is what they have in stock. So if you like it, hop on over to dixiebelle.com and order this little tin of Gilding Wax in Warm Gold. It comes in this little tin. It goes a super long way. And I'll show it to you. It's really rich and creamy. I love this color. I'm sure that the new waxes will be as good or not better. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. But this is what it looks like. Isn't that amazing? And it's super creamy. See, you can see it mushing around. It's real creamy. And I just apply it with my finger. Oh, Janet, the Best You. Exactly. I could talk about the Best You. I also have a health and wellness group called the Best You. We will be opening probably end of June. No, let's see. No. End of May. End of May for a June start. My ladies are in their 5th week right now. It is a very, very, very successful program that I've put together myself based on the autoimmune protocol plan. I've had thousands of people, a couple thousand people go through the program in the last year and a half, or 2 years, I guess, 2 years. Yeah, in the last 2 years. Really successful program. I'm finishing up The Art of Going Live. If you want to know how to go live, and Lindsay, I didn't even know they were reformulating until someone told me on a live tonight. No, no, not as quickly as Rub and Buff. Rub and Buff dries really hard and really fast. But this is dry already from earlier tonight. But yeah, it's got some good playtime. It's super creamy. The Art of Going Live, that class is wrapping up this week. It was 4 weeks, but I've put a bow on it and put it on my website as well. And it will teach you how to have successful live videos for those of you that are running a business and want to do live videos. That is on my website as well. It's not 40% off though. And I have a blue jean, painting on denim overalls or denim jackets or denim jeans, whatever. I have a denim painting course. If you make sure and follow me tomorrow, you might see that class is coming down the pipeline pretty quick. So make sure that you're following me on traceysfancy.com. I'm sorry, on Tracey's Fancy Facebook right here. Okay. So I know I'm singing to the choir because you guys probably all already are like in my tribe already. What is the code for the reduced price on tutorials? Thank you, Treva. It is Create40. And when you go there to traceysfancy.com and you go to the furniture tutorial page, it's like the header of every page. Create40. Don't forget to enter the coupon code. Create40. Create40. So it's Create40. Hello, Miss Sharon. Miss Sharon, y'all, Sharon is the one who sent me that gorgeous necklace that I posted yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful necklace made out of furniture hardware. She is also a furniture painter. She's a Dixie Belle retailer outside of Dallas and in the Dallas area. So she sent me a gorgeous necklace and I love it so much. And I have so much hardware, Sharon, but I will never make necklaces because I don't have the patience for it. But you do an amazing job, and thank you, thank you, thank you for it. So if y'all need a really interesting Mother's Day gift, or y'all want one for yourself for Mother's Day gift, reach out to Sharon. She's right there. Melissa has a pair of my overalls. Sign me up, Buttercup. I know. You're so good to me like that. Sick of losing whole tubes of Rub and Buff after one use. Yeah. This Gilding Wax right here, I've probably had this for 2 years. I just opened it tonight. This one I just opened. So, I mean, because I have a bunch of these. So I opened a new one, but yeah, it's not. It's not. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think that's all I can tell you that I can do for you right now. So I think I'm going to go inside and spend some time with my husband for our anniversary. How's that? We'll just find something on Netflix to watch. So, love you guys. Yes, Tupelo Honey is her Facebook page, but y'all can message straight from here, right? Can't y'all find her comment and push message? I think you can. That's the way I do it. Bye, Lynn. Good to see you, hon. Yay, Nina. Okay, y'all watch for it tomorrow. Okay, watch. I think we're announcing it tomorrow. So be ready. Get signed up. Oh, someone's at my door. Okay, love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.